I hear a scrap of conversation. My castle has been firebombed, says a woman I recognize as the Empress of Pussy, who pushed me to accept her son into good. As soon as I destroyed my wing, Ryan sends his men to Pussy and the attackers fled. I thought you and I agreed to keep our wings, the Duke of Hamlin retorts, still wearing his. To protect the Saurian, to protect the school. The school is behind these attacks. You heard the king, the Empress defends. I didn't believe it before, but I do now. My people come first. Your castle, you mean? Snipes the Duke. The Empress is about to respond when she sees us coming. The other leaders spot us too, as we curl towards the steps leading up to the stage. From the looks on their faces, it's clear that they've either forgotten we were imprisoned or they didn't know it was more than Tetros who would die today. And when they see me, Dean of Good, fairy godmother of legend, protector of the pen that keeps our world alive, their eyes widened in recognition. And yet, none move. They just stand there, tempered in place, as if the same reason they're not wearing their wings also precludes them from helping me and my charges. I stare at the princess of Artasawa, who once boarded in my arms when the boy she loved betrayed her to win a child by tale her first year at school. She looks away. Sheep, eyes gone. Ryan has the people's support and no ruler dares challenge him, even if they know better. Every one of these leaders lives in fear of what's supposed to happen to me happening to them, only at the hands of an angry mob instead of a king. Which means, even though I teach their sons and daughters, even though I've taught many of them, they won't stand up for me or my students. We are dragged up creaking wooden steps to the stage, where the guest hold us in a line at the back, facing the chopping block and the audience below. A pirate is sharpening steel picks and stacking them at the side of the stage. I count 7. What are those for? Adria murmurs on one side of me. Our heads, says Nicola on the other, her eyes on Lance Ming's message in the sky, ending with Ryan's promise to mount our schools for the woods to see. Next come the maids, in their white dresses and bonnets, who roll out a long gold-trimmed carpet patterned with lions, leading up to the stage. Guinevere is amongst them, one of Japan's gruesome screams sealing her lips. Tetros flushes red when he sees his mother in a maid's outfit and the snakes slithering warm on her face, but Guinevere looks right at her son, her eyes mothering. The glare disarms him as it does me. It's the same look Lady Lasso used to give me before the Circus of Talents when evil had a new trick up its sleeve. Then I noticed something in Guinevere's hair, tucked behind the ear, standing out against the white strands, a straight purple petal, unusual in shape. A lotus petal. Strange. Lotus blossoms don't grow in Camelot, nowhere near it. They only bloom in Sherwood forests. But now the king approaches, his princess on his arm. The crowd of leaders swivels to watch Ryan glide down the gold carpet, Excalibur on his belt, as he and Sophie make their way to the stage. Ryan sees their faces, still stunned by the other executions, as he calmly stares back. That's when I understand. This execution isn't about Tetros or his allies. Not really. This is about threatening every leader here. If one can cut off the head of Alphason and Gustin, then he can certainly cut off any of theirs. The wind picks up, sweeping blades of grass across the hill. Sunlight spears past our shoulders, dawn anointing the copper-haired king and his princess with light. Sophie grips Ryan like a crutch, her movements stooped and submissive. She's wearing a white ruffled gown, even more prim than the mace. Her hair is tied back in a slant bun, and her face is bare and humble, though as she ascends the stage on one's arm and I get a closer look, I sense she has painted herself to look that way. As she takes her place beside Ryan at the front of the stage, she glances back at me, but there's nothing in her eyes, as if the shell of her is here, but not her spirit. I'm hit with déjà vu. Not of Sophie, but Guinevere. That day I met her with her newborn son, when August was painting Tetros' portrait. While Lady Grimling fixed her attentions on Arthur, her eyes so soulful, Guinevere was dead-eyed and distracted, as if she was only playing the part of Arthur's wife. Now Sophie has the same look as she holds on to a boy who is about to kill her friends and fellow dean. Her gaze fleets around the field, searching for someone she can't find. Ryan senses her inattention. Instantly, Sophie's demeanor changes. She gives him a doubting smile, a caress of his arm. I peer at her closer, then back at the lotus petal in Guinevere's hair. No doubt about it. School degrees afoot. Tetros studies me once more, knowing I've slithered something out. Again that sting hits, telling me he's the key to be a happy ending. Like the mirror was to Agatha, or the pumpkin I used to send Cinderella to the ball. It's Tetros I need. But for what? What am I supposed to do? What good is a sixth sense if we have no heads? I hold in a scream, my chest imploding. Ryan clutches Sophie tighter as he addresses his audience.